You're now tuned into Kofi's Universe, since you're just sitting on Uranus. This is the #1 YouTube channel for hip-hop culture news, informed black social issues, song reaction videos, and even comedy. So be sure to like this post, and if you haven't already subscribed, do so right about now. Razzcast.
YouTube salute. Joe Budden defends Kendrick Lamar after Mark Lamont Hill says people are giving him a pass for the stuff he said in this interview. They would have killed Drake for the same thing. And they also debate is SZA being fake for doing the interview. If you're new to my channel, thumbs up the video, hit that sub button, click that bell icon to be notified when I upload new content and go live. Let's check out this little clip from Joe Budden's podcast, and then we're going to give you Kofi's perspective. Let's go.
That's the first time I even heard that part of it.
I read the article. I don't even remember that part. I mean,
well, for some reason, they seem to think that, you know, a strong, strapping man who's like a powerhouse in hip hop talking about his vulnerability and his ability to cry is a very big moment to share.
Okay.
It's ironic, though, that the dude that he defeated so soundly in the beef is known for being vulnerable and crying and all that shit. Like, it's Drake. Like, Drake got clowned for it. He's getting celebrated for it. I'm not a Drake like fan at all. But I'm just saying it's interesting. Once you're on top, anything you do is acceptable. Like Drake could never get away with an article like that without getting dragged for it. I mean, I think
that's cap.
Could, yeah.
He got a wild ad out right now.
I missed it. What's the ad?
Oh,
why is it wild?
You saw it?
I did.
Oh,
y'all should see
it. You should maybe check it.
I think I seen it, but
y'all should see it first before I say why.
You got the duck mouth?
No, that's something totally different.
Yeah. Where can we find this ad?
On his page.
Go look at it. But you know what? I looked at this differently than you, Mark. I felt like this is him coming around having to pander back to the pansies. Like, I killed King Pansy. To him, I'm not calling him that. But I killed King Pansy, but I lost some pansies in the process. So I got to come back around and appeal to them, like with all this vulnerable shit.
I think that's true, too.
But Kendrick's always been vulnerable musically.
That's true, too.
Niggas, what?
Yeah.
If they dress like a Mexican?
The whole, yeah.
That one.
I've seen that.
Oh.
Yeah, I've seen that.
To me, that's just corny, but
I don't think it's wild.
yeah.
Oh.
Some shit I wouldn't do.
Definitely wouldn't do this.
For the right bag.
Oh, didn't it? Yeah. Sombrero, the whole shit.
Oh, yeah.
What? Maracas.
What?
Poncho.
Kendrick has always been vulnerable in his music. I don't really have nothing to say about him and SZA. SZA, J.Cole want to be SZA so bad. That's what I got. That's what I got from this.
What's wrong with you?
J.
You have to
Cole,
put that one together before we pause.
Well, SZA gets to go make all of the slaps with Drake and be besties with Kendrick and be totally neutral.
She's a woman.
She's
some woman.
Yeah.
Some woman.
That's sexist.
It's not really.
All right, check out the full interview if you want to listen to it. But as far as Kendrick, he's always been vulnerable in his music, and there's nothing wrong with that. And Joe Budden defending Kendrick Lamar in an interview, you know, saying that how people criticize him. People are always going to criticize Kendrick, and I think that's more Drake's fan base. A lot of people are just mad because Drake lost. We all know that. Now, some people gonna feel like it wasn't an authentic interview because SZA didn't ask Kendrick when your album dropping, and you know, how do you feel about the beef between you and Drake? Like, it was more like she was beating around the bush. Her questions were indirect. They wasn't straightforward, and everybody wanted to hear what they wanted to hear. It wasn't a true journalistic approach to Kendrick, not at all. And a lot of people had a hard time accepting that interview. I've read the interview. you know, did I think it was the best interview? I think it was good for people that just wanted to hear what Kendrick had to say about the Not Like Us, and then how did he feel, when he cried the first time on stage, and was it 2010, 11, when Snoop Dogg, Corrupt, they told him that they was giving him the torch now to be, the king of the West Coast, and he was going to have to, run with it. Because, the torch has been passed down from who we have: Ice Cube, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Corrupt, DJ Quick. You can even say the Game at one point, but he effed that up for himself. Nipsey Hussle was up there, may he rest peacefully, but they gave it to Kendrick. As far as like he was up there to take that torch too. But I have nothing against more of the interview. I just felt that there were certain questions that me, as I'm a content creator, and if I interview you, I'm gonna ask you some questions. You can't tell me you can't ask these questions. I'm gonna be like, then I don't want to interview you. Anybody that I've interviewed on my channel, and shout out to all the artists I interviewed, I've asked them, are there anything I shouldn't talk about when we do this interview? They always say, you can ask me anything. Nobody said, don't talk about this. I don't want to. They say, you can ask me anything. You see how respectful that is? But I'm not saying Kendrick said that, but it felt like SZA had to beat around the bush. But as far as Joe defending Kendrick against Mark Lamont Hill, I'm about to say Tyson, Mark Lamont Hill, yeah, because Mark Lamont Hill, people don't even really care for him too much because he disrespected Dr. Frances Cress Welsing when she passed away. Dr. Frances Cress Welsing wrote the ISIS papers, and he disrespected her big time. And ever since then, like, I have a bad taste in my mouth when it comes towards him. Post your comments below. Hoax Mask, Black Panther, the like button, subscribe to my channel, click the bell icon to be notified when I upload new content and go live. You want to support, donate to the channel? I have Patreon. Patreon.com/KofiUniverse. Venmo, CashApp, PayPal, Streamlabs, everything's in the description. Until next time, salute.